I had stopped because someone went, oh, but I just clicked it when the cracking happened. So I think it all went through properly. Anyways, hello, welcome to Tabletop Tiddies, queer and feminist live TTRPG actual play show run entirely by people of marginalized genders. My name is Kelly, my pronouns are they, them, and I will be your dungeon deity this evening. Tonight will be our 19th episode of our D&D show, Forgotten Guardians. But before we get into this episode, we want to acknowledge the colonial history of Canada and the United States, countries who have and continue to take from Indigenous people. The effects of colonization are still felt to this day, and I acknowledge that I am recording this episode on the stolen lands of the Kanien'kehá:ka First Nations. If you would like to know more about the effects of colonizations and support some Indigenous charities and organizations, you can go to the resources page on our website at tabletoptiddies.com/resources. And I do realize I think I said organizations twice. Learn about the effects of colonization. That's the word I was trying to say. We would also love to thank our Patreon producer, Paresh M. Thank you so much for your continued support. We are still here, so clearly the spell that you have cast on us is working. The last petal of the rose has not fallen yet. That's a reference, I guess. Anyways.
We got it.
We got it.
My hospital-bound players are ready to go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Theilade. My pronouns are she, her, and I am streaming from the stolen lands of the Coquitlam, Teitz, and Coast Salish First Nations. And today I am back playing Noxx Zaros, your resident warlock / rogue / deadbeat dad. And we're here to maybe have a good time. Maybe we feel awkward talking to our ex. I don't know. We'll find out.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kat or Katrina, and I use any pronoun. I'm currently streaming from the lands of the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh First Nations Coast Salish people. And tonight I am back. I'm not leaving. I'm back as Hestia, our sorcerer / paladin / emotionally unavailable, hyper fixated on getting the task done baddie.
Hello, my name is Sara Mayfield. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Acacius of the Brae, and he, they is a satyr, paladin, and resident horny boy. I am streaming from the lands of the Stolomatsqui, Sumas, and Kwantlen First Nations, as well as the Noxx Indian tribe.
Osio. I am CasperDaNBGhost. My pronouns are they, them. I am streaming on the lands of the Muskogee and the Cherokee. And today I am playing Waverly Jericho, my blood hunter / ranger / bad grandpa. I don't know.
It's like, what?
I love that movie. I've never watched that movie.
But yeah, that's who I be.
And it's me. I am Charlene Vera. I go by Char. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm streaming on the unceded ancestral territories of the Kanien'kehá:ka First Nations. And I play Bumble, who uses she, her pronouns. She is a fairy twilight cleric who just got beat up. What the heck? Also, I'm throwing it to Kat because we have some amazing sponsors that we want to talk about.
Yeah, heck yeah, everybody. Have you heard of Goodberry? You better have, because I've already talked about them a bunch, but you're going to hear about them one more time. At least a couple more times, actually. Trying to find that perfect set of gaming dice? Look no further than Goodberry Dice, your one-stop shop for unique and high-quality dice sets. The folks at Goodberry Dice believe in nourishing your gaming experience with dice that sustain your passion and embrace your imagination. Whether you're a seasoned dungeon master or a budding sprout, head to goodberrydice.com for beautiful dice sets that will nurture your fantasy and let your creativity bloom. The Tiddies all received beautiful dice sets that they rub all over their faces in a way that is very interesting and not
I'm just trying to
erotic.
keep them all balanced. I tried last week and they fell.
I was like, is
Okay.
this a new side of Twitch that we're not ready for?
Yeah.
It's dice play. That can make a lot of money. But go get your own dice at goodberrydice.com. Once again, that's goodberrydice.com. Good baby. Good baby. Good baby dice. There you go.
That one's good because it can like repeat really easily and it
Yeah.
gets stuck in your head.
Yeah, loop it.
If you're watching us live on Twitch, it's time for me to remind you to subscribe with your Amazon Prime. It resets every month, so make sure you give us that sweet, sweet cash instead of Jeff Bezos. Also, you can subscribe with regular monies, but it's gotten a little bit more expensive since the last time we spoke. Well, not last week when I already told you, but it's still the same price increase is in effect now and forever. We have no control over that. I'm so sorry. But please support us. We love you. And I didn't talk about Sirenscape because I forgot. But also we're using Sirenscape to help make our stream more atmospheric, which is super cool. Maybe there will be some songs featured from Critical Role's albums Welcome to Tal'Dorei and Welcome to Wildmount, which is only made possible because of Sirenscape. So thank you to Sirenscape.com. Check them out if you want to use them for your home games or your stream games too.
Hey, you. It's Rachel. Hi, over here. Did you know that we have a merch store? If you see the show tonight and you think to yourself, you know what, I need some titties merch all over my body, then you should definitely go check out all the cool designs that we have to offer over at tabletoptiddies.threadless.com. Sales happen frequently, so you're always going to get a good deal. And we always have all of our newest designs up on the store, featuring our character art and our logos. Support those titties and show that you are a proud titty committee member by buying some merch at tabletoptiddies.threadless.com. And remember, when we say titties, it is with double D's. Thank you.
And potential content warnings for today's episode: nostalgia, undeath, regular death, and late night medical dramas.
Oh no.
If any of those things are something you don't want to hear, feel free to step away, come back later, or skip the episode entirely. We always have a last time on to catch you up. Speaking of... Last time on Tabletop Tiddies, the Forgotten Guardians found themselves in the middle of a fog-filled war zone, zombies and fleeing citizens all around them. As they left Borba's Hero Guild to return to Bellspire, they were interrupted by a large tornado that picked up all the necrotic fog. With the skies cleared, they saw the massive undead dragon flying above, still in combat with Wilbur, as well as a large eagle. Suddenly, the king turned into a sheep and plummeted towards the ground. Waverly and Hestia posted up to catch him, while Bumble flew up to assist the eagle. The sheep slammed into Waverly and Hestia and transformed back into Wilmer, who showed heavy signs of battle. Meanwhile, Bumble fought against the tornado's wind, but was buffeted onto the dragon's back. Using some support from the shadows, she managed to make her way to the head, where the eagle was now attacking the dragon. Bumble enlarged the eagle and quickly began flying back to the group. In the air, the eagle slammed the dragon into the mountains and trapped it with vines. It too returned to the ground, where it transformed back into Phineas Foxfeather, an old druid ally of the Kindred Souls. After some quick pleasantries, he and Wilmer re-engaged the dragon, while the Guardians continued back to Bellspire. After another trek through the sewers and quick scavenging of Florence's wine warehouse, the group finally made it to Asher Lochner's Institute for Medical Learning, previously Bellspire Grace, a large medical institute with a massive ash tree growing in the middle. Here, not only would they find the next clue to unlocking the vault's secrets, but Noxx would also confront his estranged lover, and Acacius might hit on a nurse. Almost seconds after entering, Bumble was attacked by her former friend Alice, a former reveler mannequin from the Revelia. While sporting some monk-lock moves they inherited from Asher, they declared Bumble a traitor, claiming that she abandoned them in the Revelia. A quick fight ensued between Alice and a defensive Bumble who was being backed up by her new crew. When Alice called upon the ash tree for healing, it struck out and wrapped Bumble and Alice in roots. The two of them struggled, but ultimately hashed it out for now. Alice then showed the group the ash tree, which now held the body of Asher encased in the bark. Learning that the Guardians were in search of the royal vault, they revealed that the tree itself was protecting the entrance. The trunk of ash then opened to a set of stairs leading down into the foundation. Wow, I never realized how distracting it was for us to be miming the recap until I forgot to close the screen.
I'm looking forward to you joining me in the mime recap.
When I come back, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's been lonely.
So you now stand in front of this massive ash tree in the middle of the Institute. The crowd of people who had gathered to see the battle have sort of like dissipated a bit and gone back to their hurried work. And Alice stands almost apologetically, sort of like slumped shoulders in front of the tree, the entrance leading down revealed.
Oh, so wait, the vault's just here? Like the big vault?
Yeah, well, Ash, when the king's sister came to talk about how they would contribute, they basically agreed to house the entrance. Ash is pretty powerful, so nobody would have been able to get through without, having or being able to ask, basically.
Right.
So then we are short a location. We need
we
to
didn't
go.
realize this was the last place we should have come.
Of course, and there's never much direction when it comes to these kinds of tasks, is there?
We almost came here first, but then...
I mean, the king didn't tell you all the places you had
Nope.
to go
No,
and
they
give
told
you...
us nothing. No.
That seems like something
No.
that the king should have had prepared to tell you all what
He was
to
a little
do.
busy fighting a dragon and being anxious. But
It's
seems like his vibe, but
fair.
yeah. So I guess we gotta head to the graveyard to grab some stuff.
Is it just gonna stay open?
Ash can close it up again.
Okay.
And then reopen it again when we get back?
Yeah, it's not like a once a day thing or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it hurts or anything. Asher's been dead, I think, for a while. It's kind of a gray area, I think.
Huh.
I mean, they were alive enough to pick us up by their roots and hang us in the air.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. I think I'm gonna pounce on Alice and hug her.
Oh.
Hug them.
Okay. That was a better surprise than I gave you, and sort of pats you on the back a bit.
We'll be back, but we have to go.
Okay.
I don't think we should go in there until we have everything we need.
Yeah. I have a question. Just off chance. Maybe you might know someone that I've been looking for, named Summer. Does does that name ring a bell? She's very, very attractive elf lady. Very long, strawberry blonde hair, usually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You do. Okay.
She's a nurse in the ICU. I can. You see Alice pull out what looks like a scroll, and unravels it, and you can see these illuminated runes appear on front of it, and they just sort of swipe their hand as the runes reappear and stuff. Yeah, they are working in the ICU right now. Do you want me to send a message to them that we can do that again? It wasn't working for a while. Really screwed up our
yeah, isn't that cool? It just started working. That's kind of sick. Yeah. I look at my party and I'm like, this is pretty urgent, right? So we should probably like do our job, right?
Got this.
Yes.
You can handle that.
Okay, I mean it's okay if you guys need help, I can come with you. It's fine. I can like maybe leave a message to say, hey, we're gonna be back. It's fine, right? Like
really
you can see he's very much like trying to avoid like dealing because he is panicking.
Yeah, I see that, and then I'm gonna go over to Alice and be like, yes, if you could, he needs to speak with her, like, and we should all, handle the thing in the graveyard, or
Cool,
wait
maybe
outside.
It could be a very short conversation for all I know. So maybe I'll meet you guys. I know where the graveyard is. So
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I am calling her, or do you want me to show you?
Yeah, okay. Let her know that, just let her know Noxx is here. She'll know. She'll recognize the name.
All right. And you see them, like, swipe again, and you see, anybody who's seen a Stone of Sending before, you see just the symbol sort of appear, in the air above the, scroll. Summer, there is a Noxx here in the courtyard for you. That said, they want to meet with you. All right, and the rune just like disappears.
Did she say anything?
No.
Is it? Okay.
You would hear it.
Okay. I guess I'll go wait over here, and I just go and like sit. So like I find like a seat in like a waiting room type situation. I'm sure it's a hospital.
Want to be alone for this?
I don't know. Like you can like sweat, just sweat.
Because I feel
like it'd be weird if like there was like a whole party here. I don't know.
I do need to go back to work.
Yeah, you've been great. Thanks.
Been pretty big. Okay, just
I'm so sorry for taking away your time.
You need to open the tree again, and you see them like touch the tree, and it like reforms closed. Don't want to leave that open. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bumble. We should maybe talk again after everything's over.
Definitely.
All right. They just kind of like back up for a bit, and you see them like trip over a root that was not there but a moment ago. And they sort of stumble and turn around and look at the tree awkwardly, and then just sort of speed walk away back into the main hallways that surround this courtyard.
There's far too much talking. What? Why do...
I'm just over it. She's like, you should go do your thing. Don't worry about me.
I'm going to start to head to the graveyard.
I agree.
I follow you, Hestia.
I wanted to see some nurses so bad.
There's one. There's another one over there. There's several of them. They look very busy. And as I said, quite sweaty and stressed.
I thought, but he's like walking away.
And as you, everybody except for Noxx, leaves the hospital, Florence will continue to play guide, leading you through the city, more at a hurried pace, hearing the tone of Hestia.
I will briefly say that on my way out, I look at Noxx and I'll be like, if you see a hot single nurse and don't give her my number, I will not be your friend anymore.
Wow.
I mean, he's gonna.
Okay, well, you don't have to do that. You just like tell them I'm cool, and then if they're around, okay,
I'm a
bye.
little distracted.
You got this. Go, bro.
Just like Florence, just like grabs your arm, Acacius, and starts pulling you. As you head through the city, still seemingly utterly nonplussed by the events going on in Pinewick, though you do see now that the cloud of fog that was raining before has sort of dissipated a little bit. It seems that Phineas, for the time being, is still managing to keep the dragon at bay. But the trek up the main mountain is a bit arduous at times. It doesn't seem that this graveyard is visited as frequently, or if it is, there is probably other means of getting up here that are not currently available. But while the rest of you are making the trek up the mountains, except for Bumble, who can fly.
Yeah, buddy!
Shit.
Noxx, you...
Oh, we can do the other people first if you want. No, okay.
You sit somewhat awkwardly in this courtyard. They, the nice stone benches that adorn this place make for as little rest as they can provide. But you still see all of the nurses and doctors going about in the open hallways. And about 5 minutes go by. And nobody shows up.
You know what? I look around. I, like, survey to see if maybe somebody, like, is, like, stopped by, looked and left. Any like people who are maybe in, like, full, like, gear, maybe, like, a face mask or something that, like, kind of came by to look and see if I was actually there and then fucked off because fuck this guy. Am I right?
Give me,
just to see.
Give me a perception.
Cool. That's a 10.
You occasionally see what you think might be her, but at another glance, just is another nurse walking by. You get distracted by a few gossiping nurses that are like standing at one of the pillars looking over at you and pointing, and then they sort of walk away into the crowd again.
Okay. I think a few more minutes will pass, and if she doesn't come by, I think I will kind of say to myself, you know, that's to be expected. I wouldn't really want to see me either in this situation. So I think I'm gonna go to the front desk, ask for if they have a piece of parchment, an envelope, and a writing utensil of some sort, and if that's possible.
As you approach near the entrance, sort of almost like a rockabilly Loxodon is sitting behind the counter and like slides over a page to you.
Sick. I think I'll go back to where I was sitting, and I'm gonna write like kind of just a letter to Summer. Mostly an apology, but it's also like it's an apology, but it's letting her know that I never stopped thinking about them, and that I'm sorry I wasn't there for her when I really needed to be. I've realized that I was really a coward and maybe wasn't ready for the responsibilities that I should have just dealt with like an adult should. And then I will say kind of, I think I'll just be like, we're heading into some rough battles up ahead, and I intend to make sure that this city survives and thrives going forward. This will not be the end of any of this place, and I will make sure that you and our son have a future, no matter what happens to me. And I'm gonna put all of my platinum pieces into this envelope with this letter, and I'm gonna seal it and address it to Summer and leave it at the front desk, and I'm gonna leave.
As you finish writing this, you get up and notice something scratched on the top of the bench that wasn't there when you had left to get the piece of paper.
What is it?
What
is it?
It is in Thieves' Cant.
Okay, I kind of figured.
And it is a call and response sort of in-joke from your youth. The call portion has been carved.
Okay. I guess I respond. Do I?
Do you carve it in?
Yeah.
All right. You do, and nothing happens.
I think I realized I didn't seal it that well, and I'll open the letter and like write that on the letter as well, and then I'll seal it up and be like, saw your note, like everything I said still stands, like seal it, and then write the response and then seal it up. If I don't see her,
give me another perception.
I will go. Man, I'm rolling like shit tonight. That is a fucking 9. I see nothing.
No.
This hospital is very busy.
Do you return then to the front desk?
Yeah, I guess.
And as you give the letter to the Loxaton, describing the intention, the bustle around you flares up a bit as what appear to be people fleeing from Pinewick that have made it to the hospital are being carted in, are stumbling in with their various necrotic burns and whatnot. And you can see that, like, several of the citizens of Pinewick that have survived have followed the Forgotten Guardians through the sewers. You recognize the sort of, like...
smell?
Yeah.
Like, I think I breathe a sigh of relief seeing that there's actual people who are making it out. I'll go up to the desk and I'll be like, Summer's probably really busy. If you could leave this in, like, her locker or something, I will. It's really important she gets this letter.
I mean,
I have as one of the guardians, I have a job to do and I have to go. But I really wanted to see her. But
of course, I mean,
I don't want to keep any more of you guys. You're really busy. Clearly,
if there's anything you could do to help out, it seemed like your friend said everything else handled. We could just use a few spare hands around here. Do you know how to apply gauze?
I mean,
we got some salves and stuff that are being
like.
I mean, that'll be better than.
I've been
nothing.
out in it for a while.
Listen,
but,
you're
like,
one of the guardians. You should know how to fucking heal, right?
I mean, I'm not.
Get out there. Find someone.
Okay. I guess I'm not gonna go. I guess I get pushed into a fucking situation here. I'm like, all right, I go up to random people. How are you doing, buddy? You look pretty rough. Like, what do you need? How are you feeling?
I made it out of the fog. I made it inside. You see a small halfling with, like, bright red cheeks, but also singed from what appears to be, like, the acid rain. There's sort of, like, parts of their skin that have peeled back a bit. And you see one of the nurses, like, setting up what appears to be like a alchemical salve station. And you see, like, all of the people who are helping, like, grabbing supplies and, like, rubbing them on people or, like, splinting up here and there.
Cool. I guess I will, if there's supplies on that table that look like I can help, I will grab supplies and salve and start applying it to people who need it. If there are people who need Spare the Dying, I can cast Spare the Dying.
Give me a medicine check.
All right, -1, baby. Natural 20.
The months spent with Acacius have inspired you to. You immediately start seeing all of the like alchemical, like this is a herbal salve for burns. This got aloe in it. This is like, this will put this on like under the eyes and stuff, and it'll clear up some of the fog. Like you start just like instinctively like grabbing stuff that you recognize.
If there's any cute chicks who I'm applying this salve to, I will mention like I learned this from my bro Acacius. He's super cool. Yeah, he'll be around if you're still here later. You look like you're gonna make a full recovery real soon though, so like
well thanks. I gotta go back and Pinewick's hit pretty hard. I gotta go try to help the people that I can.
Don't worry, we'll fix you up.
And you get this sense of community amongst the people of Pinewick that is absolutely missing in the Bellspire citizens.
Mm-hmm,
and the more that you help waiting for your friends to return, the crowd sort of like doesn't dissipate, but they calm down. People get to their beds. People are like resting in the courtyard and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you spot her. Standing between two pillars of the courtyard, watching is Summer. She's aged not even noticeably being an elf, and looks identical to the day that you left. Give me an insight check real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, what's she looking like? What are the vibes? What is that? 19.
It is a good word for it is the almost pride that is visible right now is unmistakably a salve. It is a momentary response to what she is witnessing.
Right. I think I will continue to help people until I can have I find a moment where somebody can kind of come in and take over. But while I am doing so, I do not break eye contact, and I think she can see that I also am hurting, but nowhere near the amount of hurt that she's been through these past few years.
You notice that while you're working, she's still standing there, and the other nurses are coming up to her, and she's telling them rooms and beds that are available in the ICU, assisting where she can, but mostly controlling the flow of patients while attempting as hard as she can to drill through your skull with her eyes.
Yeah. I will, like I said, once I find a moment, I will break away.
It starts to die down a bit.
Yeah.
And you can see that the more professionals come back and they're like, yeah, that's a good application for a quick fix on the road, but we want to make sure that these people are, recovering well.
Yeah. I will leave it in your capable hands. You are all very amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for your service.
Thank you for your help. And you can hear a cough from Summer, and they look over and they're like, oh. Never mind. And then they just go back to what they're doing.
Yep. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just like clear tail between legs, very I am at her command at this point. I will come over and be like, hey.
She says nothing, and there is a definite beat. And you immediately see as she falls emotionally and runs at you and gives you a deep hug. Holds it for a moment.
Oh, okay.
Steps back and slaps you incredibly hard across the face.
Okay. that
You said
that
you said that you were not going to go to that battle. You know how dangerous it was.
Yeah.
And
I
you were
know.
supposed to be dead. Did you fail at dying?
Apparently.
So were you, what, the only survivor?
There's a
And you
there's-
decided
there's
to
a
not
few
come
of
back here?
us.
Oh, there's
No,
a few
we-
of you. So
we-
there were other people that could have told me you were alive.
There was a lot going on. Messaging is not a thing. There were a lot of people looking to kill us still. It was really fucked up, but also I fucked up, and I'm so sorry.
I mean, mail was work, clearly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, so you got those. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I knew you weren't dead.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice to hear it.
I know. I think, I mean, there's no amount of apologies that could make up for how fucking hard I fucked up. But, I wanted to make sure you were okay and that our son was okay. So,
Did he seem okay?
I'm...
He told me
I
that
just-
two of you met up.
I mean, is his name on him? Like, he couldn't read, that kid. He's a chip off the old block.
Yes.
It's a good name.
I would have named him Noxx.
If I was dead?
If you were dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to disappoint.
Well, my father said that Autumn was a good name, ran in the family, and would be a good way to honor our side.
That is, like I said, it's a very good name.
Would have been nice knowing, I don't know, you got any relatives down in the hells that could have, met?
I don't really talk to them. I don't think they even know. I don't think they even know I was here before I left. Like, but I really am sorry, and
Well,
this was justified. Absolutely.
oh, there will be more.
Oh, okay. I mean, very fair.
Listen. It's not... Sorry. I practiced this, and I realized that practicing it was pointless. But it wasn't the time. Not for me, and you know that. A few years for me means nothing. But a few years for that kid, especially early on.
Yeah.
Lucky for you, he's just as much of a sticky fingers.
Yeah.
So I guess that's inherited.
Yeah. By the way, if he starts smelling like cigar smoke, he's not smoking. He is talking to a fancy smoke lady. He stole one of my amulets. I kind of got magic stuff now. So, yeah.
Roll on your chart.
Oh, fuck! Oh, God. Where's my D10?
Do it.
Oh, God.
Where's my D10? Okay, hold on.
We knew it was coming, and still.
Yes! I rolled a 4! A phantom steed just shows up behind me, and it's just billowing mane is just here, and it whinnies, and it's majestic, and I was just saying, yeah, I got magic now. And I wink.
You see, like, a few of the, like, people that were
Sorry.
in that area, like, stumble back a bit. I'm sorry. Can you
I will send it outside to wait
just
for me.
send it in the courtyard? It's
Yes, I'm
don't
sorry. I
check-
shouldn't have.
Why?
I can't really control
Why
it.
would that be the thing that you present to me as a?
It was not in my control. I'm so sorry. It was rather startling.
You
but
can
I
see
thought
your
it was
hand
kinda
like
cool.
twitching a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
Almost. Well, it looks like you maybe a lot has changed. That I'm less surprised about. You sticking around and helping people and not hitting on every damn person that walks by. That was more impressive than that thing over there.
Yeah. I mean, you can't tell me you haven't. You probably got some stuff going on. Look at you. You haven't aged a day.
A hospital is an incredibly unsexy place to be. Everyone is sweaty and stressed.
I mean, I get, yeah, but like you don't live
but moments,
here.
and most of that time is, well, not really sleep for me. But listen, this is beside. Do not throw this at me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just trying to learn more about you since I haven't seen you in years. But
well, things are.
I get it. It's all very stressful time.
I knew you weren't. Just come in the courtyard. Let's talk for a bit.
Okay.
And as the two of you walk off, you see like lights begin, almost like god rays begin to emerge over the two of you, and petals start to fall from the tree a bit. As you figured Asher's maybe got your back.
Sick.
Romance.
And the Guardians. You crest onto what is almost a outcropping on the side of this mountain. And you see not a large, fancy graveyard with headstones and steel fences and stuff, but almost a makeshift garden with the occasional tombstone here and there. It's very ingrained with the surrounding foliage. You see squirrels sort of hopping around on some of the trees. You see a deer far off in the distance, just sort of like peeking its head up at the lot of you, and then going back down. There is a strange amount of animals. Truly baffling amount of just animals wandering around in what is ostensibly a mountain peak. You have made it to the graveyard.
On the way up, I explained to Hestia why Noxx had to stay behind. Just to, like, calm her down a bit. It's like, we're not distracted. He just had to take care of some family shit.
I do understand that there are lots of things that I don't seem to understand, but it just feels like everybody is tying up loose ends, and we have a job to do. Why can't we just assume that we will be successful and you don't need to do any of those things?
Because every day is potentially a loose end that we don't get to tie up.
I just think I have a different disposition. That's all. I'm sure there's things I would love to tie up as well, but we have more important matters. Every second counts. That's all.
Admire your confidence. Yes, yeah.
As do I.
Have a saying where I'm from, like, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So, trying to avoid that.
What if it's
I don't understand that.
What if it's an
not
informed
good.
assumption?
It was not.
While we are here, I will use Divine Sense just to be on high alert for undead. But essentially, Hallow Spell, any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
You do. You sense a source of undeath within this graveyard.
Start off being shiny.
I think it is worth it to carefully approach. Like, I feel like via this spell, I can probably sense like the maybe potentially like maybe not the exact kind, but how what their presence is kind of like, maybe like grander, or
it is incorporeal, I'll say.
Nice. That gives me enough information. I feel like carefully and stealthily approaching that.
All right. As you push through the foliage and walk past truly just chill animals, there's like a porcupine just nibbling on some low fruit. And as you walk by, none of these animals seem to be afraid of the sometimes terrifying crew. You eventually get to what appear to be 2 larger headstones, and they are degraded through time. There are vines growing up them. And as you do, you see next to one of them what appears to be a phantom, a fox.
How far away from us?
It's about 40 feet or so.
Do I think it can perceive me?
Give me an insight.
Yeah, sure. Rolling on D&D Beyond, which is laggy. I need to get out real dice, but let's see. That's going to be terrible. It's a 3.
The face is like very faded. It's you're looking at a ghost fox, so the intentions of a ghost fox are hard to perceive.
That's fair.
But it's just sort of chilling next to one of the graves, sitting down.
I'm going to, well, assuming that the crew has followed me on my venture, I'm going to approach this sitting down fox. I feel like the thought process here is we must be near the end. This fox doesn't seem like it's in the evil gang, and like it's been a magical tree and all this other stuff. I'm like, why not? Ghost fox, let's go.
And as you sort of like kneel down to it, it sort of regards you with just an air of grace, as its head sort of peeks up to you a little bit, and then just sort of like gently brushes back to not even like staring at the grave, just sort of like being next to the grave.
Hello?
No response other than just sort of like nodding a little bit, moving in its head imperceptibly.
Can you help us?
Give me an animal handling.
I'm gonna roll a dice. I'm gonna roll a 20 wherever it is. Why do I feel like that's gonna be flat? It is, because it's wisdom. That's an 8.
The fox doesn't seem to respond negatively or positively, just goes back to not even ignoring you, just sort of like, again, being in your presence.
I turn around to the group and go.
Bumble will approach, and as she passes by Hestia, like going like this, I'm gonna high five her. The gravestones, and look at them.
They are quite overgrown with like vines and whatnot.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like move them without. I don't want to like tear it down, but I'll like move the brush if I can.
Okay.
No, I take it back. I use Druidcraft, and I would like to magically make without hurting the vines, make them move so I can see what's written on it.
All right.
This like greenish glow emerges from my hands.
As you do, the vines almost sort of like recede and sort of like braid themselves a little bit, so they just look kind of nice draped over the headstones. And you see the left one where the fox is sitting is timber cottonwood. And you also reveal that there is a small wooden totem of what looks like a carved fox, sort of like wrapped up in the vines. And the other one, did you also do?
Yeah, I'll do them both.
Let's see. Ba-bam, ba-ba-bam. As you braid that one as well, you see a long list of titles. Winner of the Wild Well Trials, lead bagpipist, and like all of these things go on and on and on, and then finally it says Mila Thornfire.
Is there any mention of MF on either of these graves?
Give me an investigation.
Okay. It says winner of the Wild Well Trials. I think that's something. And I like peer down, and I get a nat 1. So I don't even look. I just turn back to the group. That's something, I guess.
I mean, they had to have known Wilmer at the least. So maybe there's something else in this area. Like maybe the other people would be buried nearby.
They were both part of Marge's favorites. Mila more so than Timber, but I don't know what. And you see Florence are looking around. There are several other graves lined up.
I'm gonna just look for a thing.
Okay, give me an investigation.
Please? I would like to search for a thing.
There is the wooden totem on the grave.
I got a 2.
Wow. Oh my god.
Can I look at the wooden totem?
Yes.
Cool. What am I? I'm rolling investigation, aren't I?
Give me a
Struggle bus.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Okay. Oh, 15 plus 5, dirty 20.
Nice.
There we go.
Picking, how like careful are you being grabbing it?
Oh no.
It's Waverly.
I'm gonna grab the thing and like look it over.
All right. As you grab it, you see the fox sort of like peek up and look at you as you pull the totem over. And it moves. It sort of like trots a little bit towards you and then sits down next to your leg. And looking the totem over, it's a really nicely carved totem, clearly magical. It has not suffered the weathering of time. And on the very bottom, you see what is written, carved in small lettering, is forest rules, motherfucker.
What?
Yeah. Are those magical words? Because
they look etched outside of the magic of this totem.
Forest rules, motherfucker. I'm gonna look at the fox and be like, what the hell does that mean?
I mean animal handling. Unless you could directly speak to animals.
I don't have any spells. I punch and shoot things. Animal handling. Well, Natural 20 plus 2.
Nice.
Whoa.
Literally, Waves gets another pet.
Wow.
Yeah.
You hear this almost like echoing yip from the ghost as it starts to like hop a little bit. And each of you see these rows of 6 other graves begin to, out of them, emerge what appear to be other phantom foxes. And begin to circle around Waverly as 7 ghost foxes begin yipping and circling.
This is so
and looking at the front of these graves, you see Pip Dinglepup, Pip Dinglebup 2, Pip Dinglebup 3, Pip Dinglebuck 4, and a whole family of Pip Dinglebups.
I'm gonna look up at my group, holding the fox in one hand, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of a seance. I did a thing.
This is so cool.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
Can you help us? We're trying to save the day.
Still go now that they know that you are a friend of the person that is holding the totem and rolled very high on the animal handling. You see all of the foxes sort of line up in front of Mila's grave. And they all put their paws up onto it. And for a moment, you think that they're going to just tumble through, but their incorporeal paws actually make contact and begin pushing it. And as they do, it slowly begins to topple until it gently, like almost like pushing over in moss, just sort of like settles. And you hear a as the entire area that you're in is filled with a noxious aroma. All of you roll Constitution saves.
Oh no!
I thought this was never gonna happen again.
I'm sorry, this is my trigger.
If you are within 10 feet of me,
Please
you have resistance to spell damage and a +3 to
Bumble,
all
you
saving
immediately
throws.
start coughing and retching all over the ground.
7.
Like galaxy vomit comes
Aca-
out of my mouth.
Acacius, you also just like cannot move as you were just vomiting all over the
Glad I
ground.
didn't come here.
Oh my god, I got a 15.
Hestia, you also just you like trying to hold it back, but just begin vomiting all over the place. Waverly, what'd you get?
18 plus 4.
All right. It is a foul, wretched smell, and made even worse by the fact that you have increased smell, but you managed to hold it back a little bit. Let me just roll for Florence real quick.
Oh no,
Nope,
Florence will be
didn't make
so
it.
upset. Oh no.
Florence like pulls out a handkerchief of the lavender and tries to hold it in her nose, and then like pukes into it and all over the ground. Waverly, you are able to resist this as all of your allies are unable to move. But you see a small vial underneath the base of the, almost like a mason jar sized, underneath the base of the grave, with a cork plugged into it that has slightly cracked open a little bit.
Replacing the cork.
And as you slam the cork in, the cloud slowly dissipates as all of your allies are protected from this scent, and you can see now almost what looks like a magical moat inside of this vial, just like riling contained within it.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up and put it in my pocket. I want to keep it.
That was awful. I've never.
That was so bad.
Why would that be? Okay. Well, do you think that was what we needed?
I turned to the foxes. Was that what we needed?
They all sort of chip at you and hop up and down a little bit.
That looks like a yes. Also, can I check to see this moat or check to see this hole and see if there's anything else in there?
It's not really a hole. It was just like it was set up underneath the grave, underneath the actual headstone, and they just toppled it over, accidentally slipping the cork out.
Okay.
The rest is just like a base.
Okay, cool.
There's some worms and stuff wriggling.
Yeah, this seems to be the only thing under here.
All right.
In the meantime, if I notice that Florence doesn't do it right away, I will prestidigitate for her. And then eventually, if I need to, I will prestidigitate anybody else who would like it.
You see her start to, but the moment that you start to prestidigitate her, she like stops and kind of lets you do it. Okay, that was much better. Well, in the interest of time, Hestia, I believe that you are right. We should probably get back to our duty and back to the hospital then.
See Bumble, as you say that, you see Bumble like trying single-handedly to lift up this giant headstone. Her like feathered wings are like flapping as fast as she can. I have a -1 to strength.
I will assist Bumble.
Give me a strength roll.
I will assist.
13.
If
I get assistance, it's a
Ooh!
With assistance, baby.
Ooh, buddy.
You topple this headstone over, and again, it just sort of like you like push it and almost have to like stop yourself from tumbling forward, as it almost like pushing over a candle in a cake, just like slowly, smoothly, just into the grass. There's nothing underneath it.
No, sorry, I'm trying to put it back up.
Oh, I see. I thought you were toppling over timbers.
No!
Then 100%, yes. You're able to, it's like putting a candle onto a cake.
Yeah.
100% lift it back up. And it sort of like sinks down a little bit again. No.
Nice.
Before we leave, I'm going to like ask the fox ghost crew, is it okay if I keep this? It's the little fox totem thing.
They nod.
Okay.
We might also, it might be part of, if all of Marge's favorites were involved in the creation of the Vault's protection, that might also be what Timber was technically a member, only for a while. But this might help.
And if we come across some foe that's got a big nose, we know where we're throwing that jar.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
So
I can't imagine when that would ever come in handy. All right, let's go.
like wave and say thank you to the foxes.
Oh, they follow.
Oh.
The moment that Waverly starts walking away, 7 ghost foxes follow after him.
That's fucking so cool.
Hey, no, shoo.
Hey.
No, I'm just saying they probably do not want to come to the war-torn lands that we're...
They're dead. They've got nothing to worry about.
Yes, but it seems like they're going from a very peaceful environment. Listen, I'm not going to tell them what to do. I just am trying to, when you have an animal and they are, they like you, you have to shoo them. Shoo!
No, I have never done that in my existence.
I don't think the forest is... Timber wrote a book about the forest. It does not seem like a peaceful land.
Sure. Well, the fox, why not? Come, join us. Join the party. And I'll go.
You know what? Just because you're throwing attitude, I'm going to, hit my Mercer locket and start riding Karina surrounded by foxes. Let's go back into town.
Why not?
Honestly, Karina has a much easier time getting up and down this mountain than you do, so it's a much more comfortable ride. As the rest of you return down into Bellspire, Noxx having a very heated and pointed conversation with Summer.
Oh, okay. I was hoping it was like we were making out or something, but that's cool too. That's fair, honestly.
Roll persuasion real quick. We'll see how this conversation
I
goes.
have a phantom steed. Can I roll it with advantage?
Yes. only if you sit atop it, let your hair down and open your shirt a little bit.
I'll do that.
His shirt is already open.
Wild.
Open it more.
Okay.
What shirt?
Persuasion,
Full
you said?
Acacius.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 25.
How long does the steed last for?
A full day.
All right, so the rest of the Forgotten Guardians, when you sweaty and tired from the trek down the mountain again,
Yeah, you guys
open
were
up
puking
the
and
hospital,
stuff.
you see a single ray of light in the courtyard shining on a steed with Noxx and Summer fully making out on top
Yeah,
of
we're
it.
on the steed. We're both on the steed. We're just going at it.
And I'm riding into this hospital on Katrina,
And there's,
surrounded
like-
by ghost boxes.
There's like 10 other members of this hospital watching this happen.
Please, somebody draw this.
And that's where we're going to go
Oh
on
my
break.
God.
Yeah! Happy ending.
We'll be back in a bit. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, welcome back. We have just returned to the hospital to reveal Noxx mouth deep.
Frenchin.
Yeah, Frenchin on
Good.
one sec. Frenchin on Summer.
It's been a while. You gotta get familiar, you know?
With Waverly riding a basilisk.
Exploring some molars.
Oh, God. I've never heard it described that way.
Yeah, what are y'all doing?
Maybe a slight clearing of the throat before walking straight to the tree.
Looking for the hottest babe.
Florence will follow and be like, all right, now it's starting to get a bit ridiculous.
I will be like, all right, it looks like I gotta go do work stuff.
Right. Well, I hope that you don't die again. Sort of like hops off the horse.
Yeah, I left you a letter because I didn't think you were gonna show up, because I probably wouldn't blame you if you had not shown up. So there's a letter for you at the front desk.
All right.
You should read it.
She
Okay.
sort of looks at the rest of the Guardians, like straightening her robes again.
Hey, this is Summer.
Hey.
Okay.
Love is great.
I'll get Alice for you. And as she walks away, she whips open the scroll, messages Alice, and grabs the package from the Loxodon, looking back at the lot of you, and then hurries away.
Yeah.
Moments pass. I imagine there's probably some light ribbing before Alice reemerges. Would you like to roll a persuasion, Acacius, to see if you can quickly pick up a nurse?
There's a couple people. I planted some seeds. Can I roll with advantage because I planted like all of the time. I was helping to heal people. All the hot nurses. I was like,
we will need to go quickly, but I will let you roll a persuade. We do need to get into this vault.
We need to go, but
I also with advantage.
I can't help you.
This is
Yes, 26.
All right, there you go.
What is your
You're welcome.
what is one or more of your pickup? I'll give you one pickup line.
Oh shit! I don't have it open. R.
3 episodes, 4 episodes we've been talking about.
I know. Hey, are you from heaven? 'Cause you are you a fallen angel?
I am an ASMR, yes.
Oh.
You're
I'm really
So pretty.
I'm really stressed. Can you please? I have so many patients to see.
This is the hot guy I told you about. This is the hot guy I told you about.
Flex.
Yeah. That's my help is yo. That's the guy I told you about. He's super cool.
All right, fine. After my shift, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to talk about your feelings? Of
No,
the
I
ongoing
need to work,
stressors of this
and then
position? Not right now, but
after-
after we can decompress, and I can decompress your spine.
I thought you just wanted to bone after work, but sure, that's fine too. All right.
Nailed it. All right.
Okay, let's go down.
And Alice.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Painful.
Alice arrives. How much charisma does your character have? A lot, I thought.
I got 19 plus 7. My RPing just shit the bed.
Alice opens the tree while Florence and Hestia patiently wait in front of it.
I'm so sweaty.
Yeah, me too, man. Oof.
And Alice turns to Bumble. I don't actually know what's down there, and I think I hope that Ash can get down there, but if not,
You want to come?
no. But good luck.
Well, who's abandoning who now?
Don't. All right,
Ooh.
I'm leaving.
No, I was just kidding. I'm sorry.
I was trying to wish you luck. Break a leg. And then says the nicest possible thing to say in gobbledygook. Even though all of gobbledygook is a horrendous language that is mostly expletives. She wishes you the basically the equivalent of break a leg in gobbledygook.
Excuse you.
Sorry, it doesn't translate well. It's they don't mean a real rectum. It's a metaphorical never mind.
I hug her again. I hug them again.
Man, you into some freaky shit.
I'm literally just gonna ride my basilisk to the. And
Oh yeah, I'm
by
on
the
a horse
tree.
still. I'm gonna also ride my horse down.
And just
Can
wave
you
by the
fit?
Can the
The,
horse fit? It's a stairwell.
The tree will open a bit more to accommodate as
Thanks. A real one.
as you descend into the tree.
Got used
down
to
the
us.
stairs.
It's so majestic, but also it might come in handy. So.
The first bit of this stairway is cramped, especially on the horse. You have to kneel down a bit. The basilisk has to almost like put her hands on like the side of the walls to like pull you through. And it is damp and dark. You can feel along the walls just the massive root system of ash sort of encompassing you. And you see in the far distance down quite a long staircase is just torchlight. But you make it through down to what is a very simple looking door. And
Check for traps.
give me an investigation.
Stop glowing at this point.
That's an 11. It's an investigation, right? Yeah, I have +0 to that, so it's 11.
The door doesn't seem to be trapped. It is almost like a large archway that is opened up in this like slight foyer at the bottom of the stairway. And you see on top of the on the front of the archway, "Show me only wealth," but it has been carved and graffitied over multiple times.
Fuck. I mean, what, do we just show it money? Like, what? I flash it some gold.
You sense
Hey,
no,
look at it.
and you sense no innate magical essence coming from this.
Can
These
I?
words.
Okay,
Can
we
I
can
try
just
to
walk.
open the door, please?
Yeah.
Can I try the door? I would like to try the door.
It opens.
Oh.
Sick.
Roll me a dex.
I mean, I thought
This is some Steve shenanigans.
that's absolutely.
I think.
To be fair, she warned us what was gonna await us.
Yeah.
Nat 1.
As you as you open the door, you hear as lights from the ceiling illuminate a gridded room that seemingly appears empty. But the moment that the door opens, you feel 3 darts stick into you as spiders, mechanical spiders hanging from the ceiling, shoot darts at you.
Not more.
Again.
You take 22 points of poison damage.
Jesus Christ.
I don't like it here.
She said that we would know what was coming. Does anyone remember the order of the traps? I wasn't particularly paying attention at that moment.
Is it the same?
God. I went in after you guys set all this shit off.
I just walked in. There was I remember there was the thing. There was the desk, and you can't go over it, and you can't go under it, and you can't go through it.
So if we see a desk, don't do any of those things. Great.
But I don't remember anything about the floor.
Can I roll a history check
Waverly?
to see what I remember about this?
Sure.
Did we explain any of it to you after we left? I think
Because
I
we're
was
just
on
watching
the outside
us.
of it.
Yeah.
Healing them while they were going through it in there.
Oh no!
Am I able to remember anything?
That's great. I love this.
No, just a regular history.
I'm gonna die.
Nat
Nat 20?
Oh, yeah, wow.
Compensates for my nat 1.
All right.
Literally flashes back to the episode.
And I will describe at length every detail that I can remember from this.
Yeah,
Wow, look
I
at
put
that.
them in. I put them in chat.
Okay.
The spider darts just happened, so next we have to watch out for, I think it was a web trap that happened. There's a dress that's gonna be throwing some blades at you. Fire's gonna happen. Lightning comes from the floor.
Oh, I remember you guys getting electrocuted. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's what
then-
I did the thing.
And then the
under
door was fake.
That's it.
Yeah, that I was there for. That one I remember because I tried to open the door. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
But what set
upon-
off?
Upon remembering all of this, I put Karina back in my necklace because I care about my animal.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you see 7 ghost foxes just like hopping around the room excitedly.
Web trap came from the ceiling, if I remember correctly.
Then how do we escape the ceiling?
You
They're all up there.
You gotta
Dodge.
make sure you see it and try. Okay, why don't I have decent reaction time. Do you want me to go first? And
What if I go 10 feet behind you?
I
Hey.
can go. Stay still, Acacius.
Let's have Noxx, me 10 feet exactly and no more behind. And then Waverly can follow 10 feet exactly and no more behind me.
that way we all get the buffs.
Yeah.
I'll also throw fairy fire into the hallway to illuminate any sort of like unseen things to help give an advantage to Noxx, who's gonna, I assume, try to disable all of these traps.
I'm gonna
as we head
attempt
further.
to. Yeah, I have thieves' tools and like stuff, so I feel like it makes sense for me to try and disable as many of these as I can. And
Who is the least dexterous of the group? I want to say
Hestia.
Not really.
Let me pull up my stats.
I
Yeah,
think
I feel
I'll
I
stand.
have a +3 as well.
I'll
to
stand back
dex.
and provide support until
Oh.
you have gotten it through. Acacius, you got this, and Florence will give bardic inspiration. So you'll have a D10 that you can roll.
So should
Um,
both me and Bumble be first because we're the most dexterous, or is
I
it just me?
think the benefit of me being with my buds is very high.
Sure.
All right.
I think you want to keep me close.
So
Sick.
first one, web trap. All of you roll Dex saves.
I don't get to
Noxx
try to
is
disable
trying.
it.
Noxx is trying to disable.
Give me an investigation to find the
See if
triggers
I even
for them.
see it because I never saw them go
I
off.
put fairy fire in the hallway. Did that help at all?
In the hallway or the room that the
Like where we
traps
are.
would be? Yeah,
the
yeah.
next area, yeah.
I'll give
It's
you.
okay if it does.
I'll give you advantage because it's illuminating. There's no. You don't.
Okay.
It doesn't trigger anything invisible.
Oh wow, that was terrible. I rolled a 3 on both of those.
Oh no.
So we're gonna be rolling a dex save, everybody.
Okay.
As you step in, the first plate sort of like
+3.
sinks a little bit.
So where was it again? You guys said it was over here somewhere.
The room itself almost seems like sealed. Like there's no, like it's hard to find like any sort of cracks or anything like that. And you get the sense that this was intentionally built to mimic the store in a way that you have to memorize rather than be able to recognize.
This is such a high intelligence character move.
So those of you who are going forward, Dex saves with advantage for
Sick.
memorizing the order.
Oh, so I can roll again. I can roll again.
Yeah.
Don't look at that dice. That doesn't exist. Oop, wrong dice. Don't look at that one either. Oh, okay, good.
That's a 29.
That is a 22.
All right. Bumble, what'd you get?
Hold on. I'm just trying to figure. I'm using my shield master feat.
Oh, cool.
So I'm like bracing myself with my old fairy wings as I'm approaching, and that's not very good. 13.
All right. So the four of you march forward, and each plate that you step on sinks a bit, as if triggering something. And you hear a click.
16 because I'm near Acacius.
Okay.
Sorry.
You hear a click from each of them, but not they don't do anything. Most of them seem to be fake triggers set up to cause you distress. And then finally you step on one and it makes the exact same sound, and you hear of rope being released, and all four of you tumble out of the way. Your shield bounces what is almost like a bolus at the end of the ropes off of it, and you just manage to get out. Next up is blade dress. There is no visible dress around you. So through the assumption of seeing the ropes almost like appear out of like an opening that appears in the ceiling, you get the sense that nothing is exposed until you trigger it.
Sure. So I'm gonna try and, from what Bumble described and what Acacius and Waverly described of where things were in the room and where I remember them being, I'm gonna try and find where I think the trap will be.
All right.
I would like to cast Detect Magic.
Ooh.
Ooh, smart.
You do, and immediately you get this like overwhelming, almost like sensory overload.
Everything is magic. It's like they thought of this.
But you can wait. It specifically says things that are between, like something.
You can wait. Any visible creature or object in the area that bears visible creature or object that bears magic, and learn its school of magic, if any. Oh, the spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. And I will say that Steve is probably smart.
You get a sense of how devious Steve is by the sense that you feel like immediately this room overwhelms you with magic, but then stops at the floor and the ceiling.
Damn it.
Yeah. This bitch.
Oh, I thought I had her there too.
I will attempt to remember and seek out where the trap is with description and memory.
All right. Give me you know what? We gotta get through it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give y'all bonuses for doing this stuff.
Sick.
So I'll say everyone rolls with advantage for knowing, and then I'll give +3 to Noxx and Acacius for you will notice the magic when it starts, and Noxx will be able to slightly remember where it is.
Okay, so wait, what am I rolling?
Dex saves.
Dex advantage. Okay. I got 24.
Oh, I
Dirty
rolled
20, including the +3 from Acacius.
Waverly.
So you'll get plus, because you get a +3 to saves if you're around me.
So I rolled a 30, and then you're giving me another plus, Kelly?
+3, yeah.
Okay, so 33.
You just phase step through.
I don't think we're gonna. I think that +3 was very
And you
generous.
got you also got a 30, Waverly?
Apparently.
So at this point, all of you are on your guard, basically like huddled in a circle. You're all doing great. Good job. Aren't they doing great, Hestia?
Yes. Proud.
I do a cool
I'm very
flip
proud.
and get out of the way of the knives.
Yeah, as like these almost like Iron Maiden dresses drop from the ceiling and immediately like spinning blades inside of them reach out for you, all of them going in your direction, but expertly avoid them.
Your moves are sharp, but mine are sharper.
And you're
Where
getting
was this wit when you were hanging out with nurses?
You were too hot.
and you're getting closer to the wall, which does not have a door, but you know of the fake door.
Fake door.
Flame jets. Everyone roll dex with advantage. Basically, at this point, I'm just going to have you roll dex with advantage, and if you fail, I'll throw some damage your way.
19 +3.
24.
20 plus 3.
23.
All right. Expertly, all of you avoid as jets of flame emerge from the walls, rolling and ducking and flying and shielding and blocking them. It's a very epic Indiana Jones style avoidance. And one final one for the shock trap, which I'm sure all of you will easily avoid.
Bump that one.
Can I fly?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you can fly. Fuck it.
Another 23.
I got a 26.
I was like, wait, I rolled the same thing, didn't I? Yeah, I did.
I got an 18, but I'm flying.
I'm
What'd you
really
get,
glad
Waverly?
you gave us
Wow.
advantage, because one of those was a nat 1, so...
2 plus 9 plus 3.
Yeah.
I'm giving up on math.
You all leap as you see just as the ground electrifies, and then all of you slide the wall, revealing the door. You hear just slow clapping as Florence grabs Hestia's hand, and the two of them get pulled into the afterlife for but a moment and emerge on the other side. Excellent job.
Good job, team.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
I look down at them holding hands.
Florence, let's go.
I don't say anything.
Onwards!
You enter another almost like it almost feels like a back room, like a green room of mechanical prototypes and like whirring engines and stuff that you suspect is some sort of like is controlling everything that is going on behind you. Passing through all of that, you find another door. And as soon as you open it, unless anyone wants to do tech traps.
Can I check?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Any obvious magic?
It's a 17.
You don't find any traps, but in the crevices of the door, there is a faint smell that is coming out of a strong, overpowering, like, perfume smell. Almost like old lady, like, sprayed into a room aerosol perfume. And even just the amount of smell that you get of it, it's like, it's hard to breathe.
It smells like a grandma in there.
Does it smell like it's covering for something as someone who has siblings?
It's going up and like whiffing the door. It just like it smells again like like someone has cracked open an aerosol can in the next room.
Okay.
All right, well,
Let's
They said there's a beast that we have to blow a whistle. Maybe there's just like a creepy lady in there who's got a lot of perfume on. I don't know.
Yeah, you ready with the whistle waves?
Yeah.
I don't
Let's
know if
move
this is. I
this.
don't know if this is the room or not. We don't know, but
Just
you
keep
never
blowing
know.
it.
As you
Just
open
constantly blow it.
as you open the door and you pull it back, it almost looks like the room is filled with like foam. It is just a impenetrable wall of this like teal misty smoke that you can't see through, and all of you get this smell of like, again,
Ooh.
overpowering perfume.
I have a headache immediately.
What are you doing?
I plug my nose.
All right.
And like I take one solid breath of like, hey, last bit of fresh air, and then plug the whistle in my mouth just in case.
All right. Do you walk in?
Yeah.
Give
Yeah.
me a Constitution saving throw.
Have a +7 to that.
18.
It's a 4.
Nice.
22. Plus
Hey.
3, Rachel.
That's
if
we're
that-
vibing.
20.
Sorry,
Seven.
a 7. There's a 7. It's gonna really fix this.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm doing math. 14 total.
All right. Anybody who rolled under a 20,
Oh.
the moment you walk into this cloud, you feel like this creeping mist behind your eyes. Your eyes burn and it gets into your teeth, and it's like stinging and sour and putrid, but it's like it's not stinky, it's nice. It's just too nice. It's like overpowering peppermint mixed with like bad lavender, and you walk into the mist for a while blind until you realize that you have stepped back out of the door and you are in this mechanical back room. Those of you who got over 20 are just walking aimlessly through this opaque cloud of perfume, and you can't see anything, but you aren't compelled to leave. You don't find yourself outside of the room.
My first thought is to open that stinky jar because this is so sweet and maybe it'll even itself out.
And it'll like neutralize the
Whoa.
smell, and it'll just cancel out both, and we won't smell anything.
I don't know.
I didn't
That's
even
what
know
my
you had a
brain's
stinky.
doing.
I didn't even know you had a stinky thing, but that's cool that you had it. I guess I don't know where you got that from.
Maybe we
Hey,
can hold our
Hestia.
breaths for like 30 seconds and see if it does anything. Who wants to be the brave person to smell first?
Wait, who is in the room?
Me.
Hestia
Okay,
They're just
and
like
me.
in the doorway, like,
Yeah.
what? It's fine. Like,
Everyone else.
You hear screaming. Maybe we could the stinky.
Hestia, catch! And I'm gonna uncork
Whoa.
the thing and yeet it.
As you throw it, it spins, and the moat of stinking cloud emerges, and you can see it almost creates like a tunnel through this perfume as
It
this
was
like
right.
putrid yellow cloud
A
emerges.
genius.
science.
And by the time it gets to Hestia, you are surrounded by this 15-foot bubble of rancid egg, like old rotten egg smell.
If because I'm out of the bubble of
think this is
beautiful pure
good.
perfume, do I smell just pure rancid, or is it like?
You do, but here's the
Oh, God.
thing: when it hits you, when you catch it, Hestia, it doesn't smell as bad as it did at the graveyard. It's just like smelling bad egg and
That's so
perfume.
bad.
So it's this terrible smell of
That's so
like somebody
bad.
took a rotten egg and sprayed perfume over it. But you are able to actually breathe and see
Oh,
as the dome is creating this like visible zone.
everyone come into the non-stinky, slightly stinky, but less stinky dome.
non-stinky.
After I yeet the thing, can I run after it?
Yeah,
Like,
you
Hestia,
You
catch,
sprint
and
through the tunnel that you created. By the time you like skid into the dome, just as it like closes back up behind you.
Yeah, I'll follow. I guess.
Yes, yeah.
All of you sprint through, and you make it into this rancid dome. Florence looks very unhappy and is like holding like a bunch of cloths.
I put like the scarf that Florence gave me. I put it like over my face a little bit so I can try to like.
It's like waterboarding yourself with rotten ink.
Oh no, it's making worse.
But after some truly awful moments, you manage to find the exit to this room, and opens up into what almost looks like a again like a green room, but this one's like genuinely like a band green room, and you just hear like faint, almost like polka music playing in the background.
The hell?
And there's another door on the other side. You have solved the stinky riddle.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
Bumble.
I'm very thankful for the smarter of those among us, because I would never. I was like, wind? Are we going through? What's next? Ghost dogs? Are the ghost dogs still here, Kelly?
Yep.
Boxes, but yes.
the ghost boxes, and again they seem like pretty chill.
Tired.
Oh, yeah, the horse probably didn't want to go through the stinky cloud, even though it's also a phantom, so it's just like waiting for us outside. I feel like it has like a bit of a regal attitude, so it's just like, no, fuck that shit, I'm waiting.
Okay. Shall we check the next door? Noxx, you seem to...
Yeah, I'll check, yeah. Also, maybe just... I feel like I don't even need to say it, just keep the whistle ready just in case it's that room. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm literally it's just hanging out of my mouth.
I look and I see that. I'm like, okay, I don't even need to say anything. Cool. All right, that is a 10. I'm rolling terrible. I have a +0 to investigation. If somebody else wants to check the door, I'm chill. I can disarm the trap if you tell me there's a trap there, but I need you to point it out because I am not observant.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like push you to the side a little bit, Noxx, and be like,
I'm like, yeah, I got this, just like the other doors, guys. And you're just like, fuck you, no.
Can I retroactively, if not for this one, at every next time that you check for traps, I'm casting guidance on you every time.
Amazing. Thank you. I feel like it's too late now.
Every door we run into, I just want to investigate.
Florence is also prestidigitating like a good smell.
Thank God.
But yeah, wait, Noxx already checked for traps.
Yeah, Noxx didn't discover any traps.
I said,
Yeah,
it looks chill to me, man. I think we're
18
good.
plus 5 for me to check for traps to make sure this thing doesn't...
It is not trapped, but as you try to manage the door, you feel like old vines have grown on the back of the door, and it takes a bit of like effort to like push them through. But you open into what looks like an enclosed forest. And
Rules, motherfucker.
Bumble, it's a little weird because this forest resembles so closely one of the rooms in the hotel in the Revelia. It is this like kind of cozy forest with like a little shack in the center.
Oh shit.
I look around for any gummy monstrosities.
There are not.
This kind of reminds me of home. My home. Well, my non-home. The place I was trapped in forever. But
prison?
I think it's okay.
I feel like that's not a home, that's like a prison. But I'm sorry that you have to deal with this now.
I look at the bottom, like I hold on to the fox totem thing and like read the bottom, like forest rules, motherfuckers. Like, is this the place for this?
This definitely could be.
Shall we trudge in?
Let's see. I'm sure it'll be very apparent, just like the smell, when we realize what we need to do.
And
as we move in, can I ask the foxes? Because I want to keep moving. So I was like, I'm gonna be moving towards the little cabin. I'm gonna ask the foxes, like, yo, what do you know about this?
They sort of like leap up a bit, and they all sort of like begin to march towards the little shack in the middle of the room.
Okay, foxes say it's good.
Sick. Let's go.
And as you all make it to the cottage, it has like a nice, almost like stew smell to it. And looking inside, it doesn't seem that there's no food or anything like that. You just see a single table, a square table sitting in the cabin.
Can I try and roll any to see if I remember specifics about this?
Give me a history.
Because Shar is forgetting. Because I've missed the gummy bear thing wasn't in the camping one. 13.
Now that you're at the cabin, it feels less like the Revelia. It just seems to be a forest with a cabin in the middle.
I'm gonna put the fox totem on the table.
As you do, immediately you see words begin to form on the table that says, "Take whatever you want. Fuck the royalty. Forest rules." And you hear a latch open on the other side of the room.
Can I look around to see if there's anything to take here?
Yeah.
Timber committing treason.
Yeah.
Treason.
Hey.
No. There are no.
That was good.
There are no traps. There are no.
He just wants you to go get the shit in the vault.
Yeah.
Is
like,
there?
There just seems
he's
to be
just
a.
like, yeah, this is a freebie.
Your magic, Acacius, you sense a bit of some slight conjuration magic to just perpetually make this place smell like nice stew. And the foxes just sort of like chill in the forest and start like playing around in the trees and whatnot.
Aw. It's cute as hell.
Sarah Wilmer is pissed.
Yeah, I go towards where the sound was.
You see a bit of light coming through the crack of the new door. And the next room looks metal as shit.
Okay.
There's like wood pillars along that just seem to be like raw trees cut down and built in the side. There's like axes just like permanently installed in the hallway.
Yeah.
It's sick as hell. And it leads towards
she tore those like trees down with her bare hands to build that.
They don't look chopped. They look like the roots are still
she ripped them up.
Nope, put the wrong music on. No.
What?
And as you get to the end of the hall, there's just like a big steel door with a fur trim around it.
Hey, I mean, there's only one more thing left, so...
Get ready with that whistle!
For real this time.
None of you have to roll investigation. You hear a loud noise coming from the opposite side of the door. What almost sounds like an angry panther and a squealing pig. The room almost like vibrates a bit as this happens.
Oh, okay. Then I want to go in first.
All right.
I cast guidance on Waverly because they have the whistle.
And when I go in, I kind of want to go in as quietly as possible.
All right.
Yeah, I will sneak behind.
Roll stealth.
Yeah.
Gonna vibe in the back with Hestia.
I will be back up just in case. It's probably just gonna be fine, right?
23 stealth.
16 plus 6 plus whatever guidance is.
Plus a D4.
Okay, hang on. Plus 4. So dirty 20 plus 26. I can count.
Okay. Thing rolled like shit. You enter this room, and almost like an expanded version. It almost looks like a battle arena. It is cylindrical with all of these trees built in it and like chains and stuff hanging from the ceiling. It looks incredibly metal. And you don't notice it at first. But then you see something large and scaly moving around in the pit in the center of this cylinder. Waverly, you recognize this thing from a famous movie when you were back on Earth. There is a large Tyrannosaurus wandering around in the middle of the pit.
Oh my god, she tamed it from the Dino Island.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And as you begin to get hype, you notice something else. There is a purple glow emanating from its haunches, creeping up its side. This like veiny purple illumination that you immediately recognize. And as you look down into the pit, you see what almost looks like corrupted earth. The entire inside of this pit has turned into this like black and purple illuminated hellscape. And you see on the far right side of this pit, jutting out of the side of the wall, almost as if it had burrowed its way in, is a bright purple shard just pulsating, and you see this creeping corruption coming out from around it.
I'm gonna signal to Noxx to go after the purple shard. And then I'm going to start blowing the Jurassic Park theme song on the whistle. The recorder version of Jurassic Park.
Oh my god.
The moment
That's amazing.
The moment that you do, it like turns its head to the side with its eye staring at you, and you can see the eye like narrow as like and begin to like glow purple a bit. And you can see it almost like bares its teeth, and you can see this corruption that has come over it, and it slowly walks towards you with this like lumbering, hunched walk. And as it gets to you, there's almost a sense of kinship, Waverly, as you see in front of you a creature suffering from a corruption that is trying to force it to be evil against its better will. You see in front of you a very similar stain on this creature than that you once felt for your lycanthropy. But you also see fierce willpower. As hearing this whistle, the hopefully years of training and not just casual training kicks in as it nods slowly at you, forcing itself not to fight.
I'm gonna try and like pet it gently, and then while still playing, if like the rest of the party, the healers or whatever, I'm gonna try and signal them to come over here and
I'm on my way to the shard, like immediately.
You hear in your head, Noxx, "Hey, kid, you gotta be careful with that thing."
Why? I say, like, I think out, like, quietly out loud, like, what?
I'm getting some real bad vibes from that thing.
I'm gonna destroy it.
What are you gonna do with it? How are you gonna destroy it? Be more descriptive, kid.
I mean, like, I don't know, I can either, like, Eldritch Blast it, I can hit it with a sword.
Classic, alright.
Like, you know, like, things that do damage to things, I'm gonna do to that.
Alright, tell you what, just this once. Because, you know, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Let's give it a real damn good blast, okay?
Okay, sick. I will get within Eldritch blasting range, which is 120 feet. So I'm pretty sure I didn't even have to fucking move. But I'll shoot a couple Eldritch blasties. I think I'll shoot one at it. And
how
see
does
what
your
happens.
Eldritch Blast? What gesture do you usually make to cast your Eldritch Blast?
I think I have to, because my packed weapon is my sword, so I think I unsheath my sword, and as I unsheath it, like, the power comes from, like, the hilt into my other hand as I'm, like, unsheathing it, and then I, like, hold my hand out, and it's like cigar, like whiskey, like gin type energy. I don't know. Like it's Marge energy.
As you pull the blade out, you expect that like gin whiskey energy, but it is glowing, a bright, warm light like the sun. And your hand almost like illuminates like you're holding a ball of light. And as you reach out and shoot towards this beam, or towards this crystal, you feel this strange, almost like godly power come out of your hand.
You've been fucking holding out on me this whole time? What the fuck?
And you see the crystal like illuminate with this light, and then it slowly turns purple as it is like fighting against it. Roll twice on your chaos check.
Ooh, okay. I see. Where the fuck did I put? I keep misplacing my D10. There we go. So one was a 3, which you and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing damage for 1 minute. So I don't know if anybody's within 30 feet of me at this point, because I moved. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. You're pretty good. Yeah. So that you just like feel yourself.
So I'm just like, oh man, I feel so resilient. It's so cool. And then the second one was a 9. Okay, so a crown made of silver spoons sprouts on your head. At the end of your next turn, you transform into a tree or shrub for 1 minute.
So all of you looking,
what the fuck?
all of you watching, like Noxx holding out his hand as this bright beam of light is shooting out of his hand, and you see this crystal like slowly start to crack as a crown of silver emerges and a wafting of cigar smoke bellows out underneath him.
What is happening?
And Waverly and Bumble, you sense a great evil struggling in this room. The same evil that was present in the sewer. And the same evil, Bumble, that you had just recently ridden atop. As the crystal begins to shatter and break, you hear, even this deep underground, a great bellowing dragon's
the soul, yeah.
As you've destroyed the soul jar of the
Yo.
undead dragon. And then a tree appears where Noxx was.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, is it a regular tree, or is it like a Noxx carving version of a tree?
Yeah, is the tree
I feel like it's a tree that looks like I have my arm out, so like the branch is like out reached, but it's still like a tree, but like the branches are like where my tail and arms would be, but it's still a normal tree.
Does it at least have like purple leaves?
I think it's just a tree. Oh, does it?
I think that's funnier.
That's
we'll
cool.
give it purple leaves.
And as the crystal is destroyed, you see the ground not healed, but the purple just fades, and you see the purple in this T-Rex fade as well. And rather than react in any way, it just sort of like slumps a little bit, walks off to the other, like a far corner of the arena, and just like lies down.
I am going.
It's nap time.
I'm going to go over and just like take care of the T-Rex.
Give me a quick medical or medicine roll.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, hang on. It says I have advantage, but I want to know
how long
what
does the tree last, Noxx?
1 minute.
All right. So after a minute, the tree turns into Noxx again.
Whoa! Dang.
What happened?
That was incredible!
You were a tree.
Dirty 20 on my medicine roll.
Yeah, I don't know what. This lady in my head has been holding out on me, man. She's like a god or something, I swear.
And Waverly, you manage to patch up the T-Rex as best as you can, and you can tell that this thing has been like well trained. It's like a guard dog, basically. It'll fuck you up if you don't take care of it. But all of you can easily pass by it into the next room.
Okay.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try and keep the T-Rex, obviously.
And the next room is a stark contrast, as it is immediately just this like polished like marble room filled to the brim with gold and jewels and various other collectible paintings and whatnot. This is a true vault that goes deep,
the Wilmer room.
deep underground. And you see, as you like wander around a bit, there are like archives of tomes. There are like collections of like retired weaponry that has like lost its magic but needs to be protected for the adventurer's history, and all of these like various collections of important things that need to be stored in here. And at the far, far end, on a little pedestal, you see Wilmer's magical pen.
Thank God.
I would be so mad if it wasn't here.
I fly over all the treasure to get to the pen as quickly as possible and bring it back to the team.
As you grab it, roll me You grab the pen, and after all of that effort, it is easy enough to grab. It is the beautifully adorned feather pen of Wilmer.
We did it!
Woo!
I will also
I definitely look around for other things. While
Yeah, I
this
was
is
about to be like,
God
we
damn
did
it.
get permission, so
from
Yeah,
Timber.
I think it's
Timber
fine.
told us to fuck this place, so
Yeah.
let's grab all the things.
Anyone who wants to roll an investigation may. And
Sick.
Hestia, I'm
Okay.
going to send you a private DM.
Ooh. Investigation.
I rolled a 16. That's the best investigation I've done all session.
I have not used my luck points yet, so I'm just gonna use a little lucky. Use
Sick.
a little lucky guy.
That's fair.
We're about to fight a dragon, and you're gonna use a luck point on it.
Yeah. Wait. This is
We
investigation.
could find a like dragon weapon
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
I'm also gonna use my bardic inspiration.
Oh my god. All right.
All right, it was worth it. It went from an 11 to a 20.
Nice.
Nice.
I got a 25 with a
Please,
natural 20.
DM, give me something cool. I said no to a fire axe.
You find a section of still in use magical weapons, and one of them seems to be like mid experimentation, and it has been labeled the horn of an unknown black dragon, and you see that it has been carved, or unnamed, sorry, not unknown. It has been carved into a sword. It is this horn that has like a strap at the base of it.
I would like, please.
You would like the big black
I would
horn.
like the big black horn for the horny boy, please.
And as you grab it, it has this faint smell of spaghetti.
Oh my god.
It smells like pasta.
Could be worse.
While,
Yeah, I'll give it a good polish.
while Acacius is freaking out about his black horn,
Big black horn.
I'm looking specifically for something that'll help me get the T-Rex out of here.
Oh my god.
I mean,
How
you
do
do
have that. Your
yeah,
amulet.
you have an amulet that is capable of
Yeah,
doing
but
that.
I'm looking for like something where in which like I can ride a T-Rex, like a saddle. Or something.
Oh my God.
But this is a
Char
good
just
Or like a baby-
Yeah,
oh my God,
Shar,
we're
how do you
teeing
feel
up
about
next
me giving
session.
Waverly a T-Rex for the final battle?
Or like a baby Bjorn, so I can be
girls-
like sitting
let
up
the
in
girls-
front.
Baby Bjorn.
Waverly, let the
Oh,
girls
you could
sleep.
sit in.
Girls had a long day. Let her
Yeah.
sleep. But I will say that you do find not a magical way to ride a poor, tired T-Rex into battle. But you find amongst the experimental objects what appears to be a magical quiver.
Okay.
Ooh.
If you would like that instead, or I can give you a saddle.
Fine, I'll take the
A
quiver.
normal size saddle that won't fit on the T-Rex.
And
I'll
Bumble,
take the quiver.
Bumble, you notice that Hestia has not been seen in a little bit.
I look around.
Give me a perception.
Has anyone seen Hestia?
You hear that, Hestia?
I got a 23.
You sort of wandering through these various like side rooms, see Hestia pulling what appear to be large scrolls off of a section of old studies and experiments.
I approach her. What did you find?
I don't think I say anything. I think I just look. And as fast as I can. Do I find anything? Do I need to roll? Do you want me to roll?
No, you have grabbed quite a bit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and easily find what you were looking for, as it is a very important aspect of this particular study.
Once I have what I need, I'll turn around and I'll be like,
What did you find? A room
Just-
full of treasures, and you're over here.
just some important papers. But I am finished. So if everybody else is, shall we continue?
Okay.
Team? Are we ready?
Being weirder than usual.
Did I find anything?
Soulless with your baby mama. Like,
you all-
what else do you
Got a
want?
little fucking kid's toy.
There were, for the record, there were only really 2 things that I was willing to give you guys.
That's
So
very
if-
fair.
if-
We're about to fight a
So,
dragon.
but
and
3
I
of
don't
you
want to do
succeeded,
easy.
so you found both of them. If only 2 of you succeeded, you would have found 2, and
Sick.
if one of you.
I will take some money.
All right.
Yeah.
Name your price.
Sure.
I'll
Eat
take
the
as much as I
rich.
can take.
All right, you were over encumbered with gold.
Can I
Is there a health
get?
Yeah,
potion
bud.
that I could drink?
Yeah, if there's any potions in here, we'll
I
like,
just
They're
want a
loaded
cute
for-
little gold circlet,
Yeah.
so I look like a god.
Yeah, you can find that. It's
all
it's
treasure.
part of there's a section
Aesthetics.
on Wilmer's like experimenting with aesthetic. There's like whole sections on like different phases that he's gone through of trying like different styles. There's
Oh,
a real
sick.
there's a goth phase. There's like a whole bunch of goth stuff. It's wild, but you can find like the part where we went into like
Yeah.
Grecian god aesthetic.
Yeah.
You find little,
Yeah, no, I'm happy with my quiver, and then while everyone else, like once I get the quiver, I'm gonna go back and check on the
all right.
T-Rex and try and make it my friend.
I will say that you all can steal enough health potions to heal yourselves, but not enough to hoard up for the battle to come. Medical
What if
supplies are
I'm-
important.
What if I'm full health? How many potions can I take?
I take Noxx's share to
Yeah.
bring myself back. to full
Potions
health.
is a normal
Uh,
amount of potions.
You tend to the T-Rex enough that you figure that like when you see this T-Rex again, it'll recognize you,
Heck
and
yeah!
it'll be
I'm
a
also gonna
friend.
keep the whistle.
and you keep the
Nice.
whistle. And you all venture back through the now deactivated vault, emerging to chaos.
Uh.
The moment you exit the tree, you hear screaming as the doctors and the nurses are gathering as many patients as they can to safety. And you see what used to be a clear sky in Bellspire is now darkened. And you hear the bellowing cry of the dragon as someone calls out, "The force field is down! The dragon's made it in! Everyone run!" And that's where
All
we're going
right.
to leave for tonight.
Ooh. Oh my god. All right, fun's over, everyone.
And the fun's just starting for me next
Yeah! That's it for me, folks.
Hey.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelly. Do we level up?
You all level up while you're looting the king.
Eat the rich. Eat the rich.
Indeed. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you had a good time. We definitely did. If you enjoyed yourselves and you want to show your support, the best way to do so is by heading on over to patreon.com/tabletop tiddies. When you become a patron, you get access to a whole bunch of cool stuff like polls that affect our games, our after show that we're about to record, which is going to be super cool, bonus episodes, miniseries, and a whole bunch of other cool things. So go and check that out. Like I said previously, we also have a merch store. So if you want to get yourself some merch, you can absolutely do so. Or we're at tabletoptiddies.threadless.com. You should be following us on social media as well. If you want to know all the things Tabletop Tiddies, go ahead and follow us at Tabletop Tiddies. And if you use the hashtag TTTiddies, maybe you will get an NPC named after you. That's always fun and really cool. You can find all of this information on our website at tabletoptiddies.com. And remember, when we say titties, it is with double D's. And I think we can announce this. We are not doing a bi-weekly thing right now. We're doing every Tuesday right now, correct? Yes?
Yeah.
So we're going to see you next week for the start of our final showdown, starring Sara as our dungeon goddess once again, back in the hot seat. To take us home, baby.
To destroy you.
Please to have us win really easily, and everybody will be happy, and no one will die. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Die.
2 dragons. How hard could it be?
How
2
hard
of
could
them.
it be?
The
We
price
just
of
killed one soul jar, so they're probably weak now, right? They're
Totally.
going to be a little baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like 50 HP probably. You know?
Yeah. That soul jar was like most of the HP.
That's how it
Probably.
works.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
Everybody.
Bye.